Welcome, everybody. We're here. Thank you, Oxford House, for sponsoring this program. We will be talking tonight about the multiple ways of healing ourselves. And we are grateful to have several people on the call today to work with us and enjoy the program. Now, can everybody see the self-empowerment and Reiki restorative?
Yeah.
Terrific. Thanks to Oxford House. Here we go. My name's Wendy Wisner, and I am going to be your host this evening. Tonight, we're going to talk about rewiring your anxious brain. It's a really wonderful new book about how to cope with stress. And the program that these two fine authors really invoked some learning for me. And then we're going to go into a Reiki meditation after that. So as we start every program, I'd like you to cross your hands, put one hand on each bicep, close your eyes gently, and just breathe deeply and rock back and forth. And when you feel comfortable, release your breath and continue that deep belly breath, getting you back in your body. And as you slowly unwind, you're going to feel that same feel-good experience as if we were together and we were hugging one another. In this time of coming out of COVID, we're still not getting enough touch. And this is a really wonderful way in about 20 seconds to activate that feel-good chemical in your body. So let's start with a prayer. Highest source of light. We invite the angels, the guides and masters of everyone present, activating us as the light. Come for our highest good today, highest purpose, highest healing, and highest truth. Ground us, clear us, balance, connect and align with the highest and best love and light. Bring all that is needed to maximize this experience for everyone. Amen. So, our nervous system, our body, and our mind is in constant alert. And this is the way we are wired as humans. And we're constantly asking, am I safe? And in this book that I was talking about, it talks about there's two ways in which we process that information. Now, all information comes in first through the nervous system. And let's say you may experience something that is unfamiliar. Well, the immediate response comes into our brain through the thalamus, and it can go one of two ways. It goes directly into the nervous system through the amygdala, and the amygdala decides emotionally, do we respond right away? And it will go up to our thoughts, to our cortex, to decide, is this situation scary? And in this particular this is an example that Rewire Your Anxious Brain gave. Let's say you're in the basement and you see some dark, ominous something or another in the corner. Well, the amygdala emotionally is going to immediately say, oh my goodness, it's something scary. I better respond. And you may feel tense right away. But then the secondary response goes to that cortex where our thinking occurs. And then in our thinking brain, we look at it and say, oh, that's just a little jacket over there. I don't have to be scared. And then it calms the amygdala's response. So that's where a thought overrides our emotional response. Does that make sense? Does everybody get that? Okay. So when we have thought-based anxiety, we might have rumination where we have, constant thoughts. Oh my gosh, that's so irritating. That's so irritating. That's so irritating. Anybody have those in their life?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? You want to tell us a story?
But you know what? When I found out that the things irritate me, I have to really dig deep inside of me and figure out why is that irritating you when it's really not you that's doing it. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
absolutely. And so
Then
there's
sometimes it could be just I'm just at that point I'm just tired.
and that is the two pieces of the puzzle, Mary. And you put your foot, or you've identified the two ways. Your
Mm-hmm.
tiredness is that when the amygdala, just the emotions just automatically trigger, right? And there might not be any reason, no thought attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
This particular cortex-based is when you still have your thoughts going, and you may have that to deal with. But what I want to make sure, and know that, in your example, when you're feeling tired,
Mm-hmm.
you're getting triggered automatically by your feelings. Does that make sense? So I want what we've been taught in
Mm-hmm.
many circles is that we've always have to have thoughts to trigger our stress response.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm this book is telling us is that that is not the case, that there are emotions that can be triggered because they're learned responses. They're emotional memories that you may not even remember what the trigger is.
Mm-hmm.
There, an example, the book talked about a veteran that came back from Afghanistan. And I know
Mm-hmm.
that's a hot topic this week. This particular gentleman was using soap. And every time he couldn't figure out why he was getting triggered and why he was getting so anxious. It was the smell of the soap that was triggering his feelings and his fear, and then he got scared.
Mm-hmm.
And know that we can get triggered by our senses. I heard a story where somebody that was riding a bus, and every time he took this particular bus line, he wanted to go and do some drugs. What he finally realized, it took him a while, he was passing a place where he used to go and get his fix. And so paying attention to our world, what do we smell? What is triggering us
Mm-hmm.
could be a way to relax that anxiety that you're feeling. Do you guys know of any triggers that may just cause you to feel upset?
For me, Wendy, if like I like to be sort of like prepared, like when I go into a situation, but sometimes the situation turns out to be that I'm not in control at all, and then that can the uncontrollability sometimes can trigger a feeling of anxiety.
Exactly. Exactly. Feel lack of control.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So what do we do in that situation? So the amygdala, when we're being triggered by things that, uh, here's some basics. If you're feeling anxious and there's no thought behind it, you may have unprovoked anger. I mean, why did I feel anger just now? Well, it's because somebody has caused you to, or something has caused you to feel scared.
Mm-hmm.
Or you may, one of you have talked in this particular program before that you feel like you can't relax. You're always going, always going. I have this issue sometimes when I'm overly stressed. And maybe you're feeling overwhelmed at times. Certainly, when you get tired, that feeling of overwhelm can kind of take over. And
That's
maybe you have unexplained muscle tension. This is, again, not thought-based. This is the emotion-based kind of energy. So what do we do? So you can retrain the emotional response. I'm going to only focus today on our emotional response. I can't go and give you a dissertation on the whole book today, but we can deal with the emotional stress response, because even if the thought was what was triggering, you're still going to have to deal with the ultimate outcome, because the amygdala is going to get triggered for your fight, flight, freeze. And here are the things that the book recommends that we do. We have talked about breathing, and certainly we're going to we start every program with breathing, and during our Reiki meditation, we're going to go into breathing again. What does breathing mean? Deep belly breaths and full exhalations. So breathing is a combination of getting enough oxygen and enough carbon dioxide. So make sure that you're fully exhaling as well as inhaling.
okay.
Meditation has been shown, and the mindfulness, we 2 programs ago we talked about mindfulness, staying in this moment and paying attention. How am I feeling? What am I doing? Am I safe in this place? And then progressive body relaxation. So in summary, calming ourselves really helps. Progressive, let's do about 5 minutes of progressive relaxation so that I can show you, or actually maybe a few minutes, because I want to spend our time primarily on our Reiki meditation.
Okay.
So what I'd like you to do is think about the top of your head and your skull, and tighten those muscles. And you can perhaps tighten your face muscles, tighten your jaw, and relax. Now tighten your neck muscles and relax. Tighten your shoulders, lift your shoulders, and relax. Tighten your left arm and make a fist and relax. Tighten your right arm and relax. Tighten your back up and relax. Now tighten your upper chest and relax. Suck in your belly and relax. Now tighten your buttock muscles. Really tight. Feel that in your hips and relax. Tighten your your thighs and relax. Tighten your knees and relax. Tighten your calves and relax. And finally, your ankles and your feet. Tighten them, tighten up your toes, and relax. How do you feel after that?
Everything feel good but the knees.
I know, I was thinking about you, Marion, when I said that. I hear you. How about you guys? Michael, how was that for you?
It was very relaxing. I really needed it. I just went off into Never Never Land. So thank you.
Okay, cool. How about you, Joyce?
I guess I realized I was a little more stressed than I thought, so it was just like, oh, okay, this is good. Except for I didn't know how to tighten up my knees. I was like, huh?
It's just a thought process.
Okay.
Ah. So now we're going to do Reiki meditation, and I'm going to lead you through. And Reiki, for those who are looking at this through YouTube, we're going to go into deep, slow breathing. Reiki is a type of energy healing. We're going to start at the head, and I'm going to give a guided meditation. It's a combination of mindfulness, deep breathing, and gentle touch that we give ourselves. And ultimately, we're going to be channeling the healing energy from the higher power. So for those of you who know Reiki, you might want to power up your hands, draw your symbols. And we start at the top of the head. You could just lay your palms gently on top of your head. And we ask the brain to operationalize and activate fully. And the top of our head is where our process center is, inviting the neurons, the nervous system to calm, peacefully activate, and opening ourselves to connect more fully with our higher self and that of the higher power, opening us up to the divine energy of the universe that's all around us. And breathe deeply, deep belly breaths. Helping you to slow down, feel you, connect with your authentic self. And take your hands, put your fingertips over your forehead, your hands on your face, and invite your facial muscles to relax, sending energy to your amygdala that responds to our fight, flight, freeze. And it too is where we process melatonin to help us sleep. So it's a beautiful, powerful place of where we process emotions, where we hold memories in our hippocampus, We invite those parts of us to heal so that we can become more conscious in our responses to the world and to ourselves. Calming, relaxing, feeling more at ease. For those of you who've had tight jaws, we invite you to relax your eyes, behind your eyes, calming the cortex, inviting the muscles of the skull to relax. And moving your hands to the sides of your face, inviting the right and left brain to balance, come into alignment, integrating our thinking and feeling. You may feel your brain calming or enlivening if things have been a little muddy, creating greater focus, greater intention with your life. May help you plan better. Flow out. And you may feel a little discomfort come up. And if that is the case, breathe into that tight place because that's energy being released of where stress had previously been laying in your body. This is the time to let emotions come up. If you can just stay with them for 90 seconds, I promise you the energy will shift. 90 seconds. Excuse me. And you shift your hands to the back of your head. Allowing yourself to open. Open yourself to your intuition and the guidance of the universe. And if it feels comfortable to keep your hands on the back of your head, that's great. Or if you feel more comfortable, you may want to put one hand in the front on your forehead and one hand on the back of your head. Allowing yourself to feel cocooned, safe. And blow out as you release. Energy just doesn't serve you. We ask the mind to quiet and align with the highest self. Somebody in the room has had headaches this week, so we invite that part, that tightness, to come out. And when you're ready, blow out. and release the energy that doesn't serve, allowing the dissonance to dissipate. Good. Just let it go. You just don't need that stress anymore. And when you're ready, move to your throat. This is where we hold our trust in ourselves, trust in our world, and our truth. It's our place where we hold our will to communicate as well. Having challenges with communications could be located here. Marion, you talked about writing a speech.
Yes.
Could be an area where you can focus your energies. Allowing the weight of the world to fall off your shoulders. Ooh, some of you have been stressed. Goodness sakes. Allow the shoulders to release. For those of you who've had pain in your shoulders, put your hands there and allow the energy just to come off. Breathe deeply. Set your burdens down just for the next 20 minutes. You can pick them up if you want to, but just for now, release. Well done. And blow out. We move our hands to the heart. Now, if it's comfortable for you, you can put one hand behind you or one hand on the heart. If that's uncomfortable, just put both hands here and set the intention for front and back. Why do we do the back? Because that's the back of our chakra, and that's where we hold our unconscious self and our past. So we're healing the past, as well as the right here, right now. Good. Breathing into the heart, healing at the physical, the emotional, and mental layers, as well as spiritual. Some of us have been frustrated at best, sometimes angry at God. This hurts us. Allow that energy to move and release. Keep breathing. This is the most powerful place energetically in our whole being. Scientists say that it's 5,000 times more powerful than the brain when the energy is measured. Allow the energy to come in. There's nothing more powerful than love. Love for ourselves, first and foremost, and love for the rest of the world. And we move to the solar plexus, our belly. And again, if you can put your hand behind you, great. If not, you can put both hands on the front of you. Whatever's comfortable. Here, our immune system, our digestive organs, our pancreas, liver, kidneys, belly. And most of all, this is where we hold our self-perceptions, who we believe ourselves to be. Allow your authentic self to come forward and shine, radiant you. And blow out. Allow your energy to move. Healing the body and the mind. And you may feel twinges in other parts of your body. That's perfectly normal. And when you feel that tightness come up, breathe into those places that are tight. And at the end, we're going to have one more session where we're going to go back to any parts of you that felt tight and to release one more time. Give yourself permission to heal. Open and blow out. Keep going. And blow out again. And we move to the lower abdomen, below your belly button. And for women, this is where we hold our personal power, our willingness to feel for all of us. Connecting for our right to feel. Some of us were told at an early age that our feelings didn't matter. Well, for you to be all that you are, guess what? Mammals have emotions. You need to feel. As we learned earlier, all information comes through our feelings, our emotions. So having a healthy lower abdomen sacral chakra is vital for us to be able to process information accurately, to be healthy and whole. Beautiful release. Good job. And blow out. allowing the tight lower back to relax. And blow out again. Healing sexual organs that may have held stress and fear. Release, please. Open. And blow out. And we move to the root, which is our groin area. And again, if it's more comfortable, you can put your hands in the front of you, or you can sit on your tailbone. Put one hand under your tailbone and one hand on the front of you. For men, this is where we hold our sexual power, our power, personal power. And for all of us, this is where we hold our energy around hearth and home, our safety and security. We activate our root chakras, our hips, and ground ourselves into this wonderful planet. Opening, activating our will to live, our right to live. Some of us, like me, were born earlier than perhaps our parents would have liked. And we take that energy on. So this is the time where we can let that go and say yes. Yes. I have a right to be here. I am worthy. I am. Beautiful. Allow the safety and security to fill you. You may feel that release in your belly, your shoulders, and in your brain. And blow out. Opening yourself to the light. And we move to our knees. This is where we hold our power to move forward in our lives, to take the next step, whether it's a new job, new relationships, get elected to the World Council, or just being all that we are. So many of us have been hiding. Give yourself permission to come forward now. Embrace you. And if you have your hands on the tops of your knees, you may want to go underneath. You may feel a difference of energy. Feel that shift? Open to the light. Some of you have had too much fluid on the knees. Some of you need a little extra cushioning. So we bring that energy in. We bring physical healing to your knees. And blow out. And if you can, reach your ankles and put energy into your ankles. For those who can't reach your ankles, just send energy and send intent, because intent is where the action happens with energy. What you intend to receive and the intent to change after you heal. Blow out. And we will want to do our right foot. And you may want to put your hand top and bottom if you can reach, or maybe around your toes. This is where the meridians end, and also every part of your foot is represented, if you know reflexology, for a part of the body. Cradling that foot, the top of the foot is a map for immune system. Those of you that need a little bit more boost there, send energy that way. And blow out as additional relaxation happens up and down the spine and the brain, different parts of the body. As different energy centers are coming back online, inviting your aura, your subtle bodies to activate, moving to your left foot, and inviting your communication nodules to come online. For those of you that see energy, you may see some stars, or you may see color. Allow the healing to occur. And blow out. And blow out again. Feeling your hips relax. Clearing meridians. Inviting the bone marrow to activate. Clearing the fascia. Now, go and do a scan of your body. Where do you still need a little more energy? Wherever that might be, put your hands there now. And maybe it's in two places. Maybe it's your belly and lower abdomen. Maybe it's your heart and your root. Wherever you feel that, know that you're giving yourself love and care. And feel the divine energy activating. Blow out. You are light and love. Activating your core. Having that light that is never ever touched. It's pure light energy within you. Having that energy grow, expand, and light up every facet of you. And you may feel like you're a giant column of light, because that's really what you are. And just blow out as you release what you just don't need anymore. Breathing in the light, connecting you. And when you're ready, gently move your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, open your eyes. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling more relaxed. And just,
Good.
ah,
Glad to hear it, Joyce. Louise, how are you?
Feeling more relaxed too.
Good.
It's a good feeling.
That's great. That's great. Marion, how are you doing, hon?
You hear me now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. I was saying, except for this right knee, it's really throbbing. I don't say if it's going to rain, just let it rain, because it's really throbbing. Even though I did that and it eased up a little bit, it just like a throb and like a toothache or something.
Okay, so everybody on the call, I want you to send energy to Marion's right knee. Breathe into it, Marion. And blow out. So there's some unresolved anger that you may know what that is. You don't need to tell us about it, but feel that energy and go into a little meditation to see if you can let go of some of that early, and it's a long time ago, release that anger. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does make a little sense. Yeah. Just got to channel into it.
Are you feeling better now?
It's feeling a little better. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Good. Michael, how are you doing?
Doing well. I went very deep in the meditation. I needed that. So thank you very much.
You are so welcome. You're welcome. So folks, remember what we learned tonight: meditation, breathing, and just relaxing. Most of you know I got married a couple months ago. I went on my honeymoon and met a bunch of friends and relatives of my husband. And I was reading this book as I was going, and the way I was using the relaxation technique. Sometimes if you're really stressed out, Joyce, you've got two programs open. So I'm going to mute you. There you go. Um, if you're feeling really stressed, it may take muscle tightening and relaxation. It may take a few minutes to work, but that really has paid off. And meditation's been shown to help a great deal. I hope these tools help you. And we want to say thank you again to Oxford House. Do you guys have any questions before we sign off? All right. I so love you guys. I'm so grateful for all of you. Well, have a wonderful week.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, everybody.
Big hug to you.
Thank you, Wendy. Love you so much. Appreciate
Love-
it all.
Bye-bye. Have a great
Bye-bye.
week.
You too.
I'll see you next Sunday.